Hello friends, today we are going to see how to create a simple application, web application using NetBeans. That is the servlet applications we will create. Once you click the NetBeans icon, it will open the NetBeans IDE. We can see the different menus. We have to go to the file, new project. We have to select the web and web applications. When we click on the next, we can see the web application name. We can give the name of the web application as login servlet. Next, keep as it is context path server. Again we have to click the next button, click the finish button. You will see a web application is now created with the name login servlet. So we can see here login servlet has been created for us. So when a project is created in NetBeans, we can see the different folders which are available under the login servlet: web page, source package, libraries, configuration files. In the web page, by default it creates an index.html file. When you want to create the servlets, we have to go to the source package, right click on it, select new and create the servlet. We can select the servlet options. And when we want to go for JDBC connections, we have to attach the libraries, MySQL, jar files. We can attach here in the libraries files. So what is servlet? Servlet is a server-side script, server-side programming which handles a client request. So we can see the interaction, the data transfer between the client and the server takes place. Whenever the request from the client goes, the server handles the data, incoming request from the server, and it sees the request. Based upon the request, it provides the response to the back to the client. So we can consider this as the interface of the client, that is the HTML page. We will include here some contents, like we will read the username and password from the user. So we will use the form tag of HTML. To take the username from user, we will use the input tag text. So this is for our username. We will also read the password. Name is equals to T2. So we have taken two user input values. For reading the input values, we have taken the two input text variables from the user T1 and T2. For reading the username and password, we will include the submit button. Now we have created the index.html file. We'll have to specify the action tag in the form, that is action is equals to name of the servlets. We can name it as MMM. This is the name of the servlets which will handle our HTML file request. We'll use the post methods here. Now our HTML file is created. We'll now go to the source package to create this MMM, that is the servlet which will handle this client request. We can include in the directory P1, that is called as the package P1. Add information to deployment descriptor. We can see here the class name, package name in the class name, servlet name, URL pattern. So this creates a web.xml. Web.xml file is nothing but a deployment descriptor file. We can see here after we have created the servlet, a web.xml file is created. So we will just have a look at it. A web.xml, just have explained, it is a deployment descriptor file. Here the servlet name is mapped to the URL pattern. Servlet name we have given it as MMM, the URL pattern is /MMM. And also the servlet name and the class name are mapped. Servlet name is MMM and the class name is p1.mmm. So now we will write the logic for our servlet. To read the contents of the username and the password from the index.html file, we will open the servlets. So when we see the servlet, we see the packages are important. So the packages which are necessary for servlet are import javax.servlet.star, import javax.servlet.http.star. These are the packages which are necessary for creating the servlet. Servlet is nothing but a Java class file. We can see here when a servlet is created, a Java class file is created. Class name extends HTTP servlets. A servlet consists of the init method, service method and the destroy method. So this process request is nothing but the service method of the servlet which will process the user request. We can see here there are two interfaces of the HTTP servlet, request interface and the response interface. Using these methods of the interface, we will handle the client request. Just like the request method, we can use the method of request interface HTTP servlet request, that is request.get parameter, for reading the parameters from the user from the HTML file. For giving response back to the client, we will have to respond to the client in the form of, we will have to write data back to the client. So we are creating the out object from the print writer. Print writer out is equals to, using the response method, that is response.getWriter, we have created the object out. Using this out method, we will write the data back to the client, or the data which we want to represent to the clients. So first we need to read the parameters username and password which we have described in the index.html file. For reading the files, those are the string variable. We will use the string variable string username is equals to request.get parameter t1. So this is our first parameter t1. Again we will read the password. Again using the request method, request.get parameter. This is our t2. So once we have read those variables, we can verify whether the username and password is correct. We can use the if else statement. If username dot equals www and password dot equals www, we will write the print the message out dot println welcome, or if else it is wrong, we will give the message back to the client. Please enter correct username and password. So this is our simple login page. So you will run this application and see. Since we have mentioned method is equals to post, we will write here do post method. So this is the simple servlet application we have created. From the index.html file we have given the username and the password, and in the action we have specified the name of the servlet mmm. We have created the servlet in the source package mmm.java. The contents of the servlet is, it consists of the init method and the service method. In the service method we handle the request and give response back to the client. Using the request method, that is the request.get parameter, we are reading the username, that is Steven. Again request.get parameter, we are reading the password, and we are comparing the username and password whether both are equals to VV. We are displaying the message welcome, or else we are displaying please enter correct URL. Now we will run this application and see the output. Servlet lifecycle consists of the init method, service method and the destroy method. In the init method, the servlet config parameters are initialized. In the web.xml file, in the config session, we can initialize the parameters, init parameter name, parameter value. In the init section, we can initialize the parameter values. So whatever the variables which we have initialized, whenever the servlet is loaded, these variables will be available to the servlet. Those values will be initialized, whatever we have declared the parameters in the configurations of the servlets. So the servlet is taking time to execute this process. So it consists of the request method and the response method. Service method consists of the request and the response method. These are the HTTP servlet request interface and the HTTP servlet response interface. Using the request.get parameter and request.get parameters, we can read the parameters which are defined in the index.html files. Once we read the parameters, we can apply any logic to the parameters which are available. So servlet processes the data which are coming from the client side, that is the index.html file, and it gives a response back to the client. So we can see here, please enter the username and password. We will enter here VVV. And for password also we will enter the VVV. We will submit the content. See here, the message welcome is displayed. So we have executed our script. Again, if you want to enter if the database is not, or the values are not entered correctly, we can see it will give the error message. Please enter correct username or password. So I finished this session. This was a simple session login servlet of login page using the servlets. Thank you all of you for watching this.